Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So basically today I just got the random urge to go ahead and finally combine my locks. Like I said, I would do like eons ago, so I'm gonna go ahead and do it today. But before I start, I just want to show you guys which one I'm going to be combining and why, because I don't want to just combine and like, not really explain it. So basically you see how my hair is, and like I have some really thick ones, and like I said, I am trying to not retwist as much so that I don't thin them out, because I think that's why some of them in the front are so thin, because it was just all the constant retwisting in the beginning of my journey. So I'm going to show you guys the side here. So this one, you can see how thin this one is compared to, the one that's right next to it. So like you can literally see the size difference between these two. I don't like that, so I'm going to combine these two together. And then the other one is this one here. This one is also really small with the beads on it. And the one next to it, like I said, you can literally see the size difference. I don't like that, so I'm going to combine these two up top together. And the reason why I'm going to do these two instead of the one that is right next to it is because I want it to align with the other side. So here you could like right where my widow's peak is about to, like right here is where the part is. So I want that to align with this side where it's just like this as well. So for this one, these two I feel like are fine. Like these two are fine, right? But this one, like, girl, what is this? And you can really see like right here, I don't like that. So this one, and also this one is also really, really thin. And you can literally see where it's like hanging on almost, you know what I mean? Like, so eventually I feel like this will break. I also do not like that. So I'm going to combine this one with this one. So it's going to be like this. And then I'm going to combine this one with the one that is also, right next to it. And if I feel like it really depends, because those are the only ones where I feel like it's just too thin, where like I just don't want to chance it, because look how thick this is. Look at this. Okay, thick like me, and that's what I like. So I was thinking about doing, because the front here, so I have 6 in the front here, and these 6 are a little thin compared to the ones that are right behind it. And that's because in the beginning, like in between like my month 1 and month 3, I had actually went and I made them 6, because I think it used to be, I want to say 5. So I went ahead and I made it 6 because, I just like even numbers. So I think I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to combine these two together so that it can be thick just like this one, because this one is really, really thick. So I think I'm going to combine these two, and I'm going to combine this right here, because I really want to keep my even numbers. So it'll be like 1 and 2 as opposed to 3, because I just don't want 3 in the front. And I'm going to do the same thing for here, because this one is just, this side is just really thin. Like these two is just too thin. So I know that this side for me, which is my right side, is a lot more thin compared to this side. So that's pretty much the plan. I'm going to come back and show you guys, how I'm doing it. But the first one I'm going to go ahead and do is this one, because I just really can't. I just don't like this one at all. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to do this one. I'm going to come back and show you guys how I'm going through it. I'm going to be using these crochet needle thingies. I have these, and I also have one with the 2. So I have the 0.5, the 1, and I think this is 0.75. I really can't. I don't know. And then this is 0.75 with the 2. And then I have like a variety of this one. I got these from Elegant because that's my local beauty supply store. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So I'm going to come back and show you guys how I'm doing the whole process. So yeah, I already did this side. So I'm going to show you guys this side, because this side is the one that had the most problem because it was so thin. So I'm going to show you guys. And mind you, my hair's not even retwisted yet. So look how thin this is. Like literally, look, holding on by a thread, because this is so much bigger. Like, look at this. So we're not gonna have that, so I'm gonna show you guys how I'm going to do it. I'm going to be using the 1 millimeter because it's just easier for me with this one, and that's what I did it with. I tried to use one with the two needles sticking out, but it just wasn't working for me. So the first thing that I do is I go in with this needle and I just try to make it as frizzy as possible. So I just put the needle and I just pull hairs out, because essentially the hair that you're pulling out is what you're going to use to wrap the two locks with each other. So I'm just pulling hair out, and you can see it's like a lot more frizzy now, the hair that I pulled out compared to the rest of the lock. So I just want to show you guys, you can see how the bottom part has all the hair sticking out of it compared to the rest of the lock. So this is how it's looking after I went in and I just tried to make it as frizzy as possible. It's looking like this. And this is, so the two locks next to each other, you can literally see how one of them, you know, is a lot more frizzy than the other one. So I'm going to do the same thing to this lock. So now I have both locks like this. So from the videos that I've watched, one of the best methods is to twist the locks together so that they look like they're together. And then from there, you know, use the needle to just do like a push pull. So that's what I'm doing. So you can see now the foundation is a lot more strong, and I just have these two heads sticking out that I have to just merge together. So like I said earlier, you just take it and you twist, like a 2-strand twist really, because then, you know, it'll just be already together. So then what you twisted, you're going to take your needle and you're just going to go in, tuck the hair in, and then come back out. Okay, so I finished, and this is how the entire lock is looking. You can see it looks pretty seamless, as seamless as possible with this method. You can't really tell, and even from the roots, everything looks pretty good. So that's why I decided to just do this one, because I feel like it just looked a lot more natural than the other methods that I saw. Okay, so this is the other one that I have on the same side. Side by side, you can literally see the difference with the roots. You can see how the roots all the way down here, it's still like not really locked. However, this one, you can see that it's locked all the way through. So, and you can see the difference from right here, and then here is when like it gets a little bit more thick, but like it's literally barely hanging on. So for this one, just like last time, I'm gonna go in with my needle and I'm going to just make it frizzy, and then I'm gonna combine it together. So I finished making them frizzy, and now it's looking like this. And like I said before, the best way really is to twist them together so that they have that lock shape already. And since these roots are so freaking thin, it's a lot easier for me to just go ahead and get the top. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do that really quickly. So I'm just going to twist, make my way down, and then just, I'm gonna go in with the needle, go in and just pull. So you just go in and pull. You can see like the movement that my hands are doing. You just go in and pull and just, you know, make it tight a little bit so that it stays in there. And then, so now it looks like this. So I'm just going to keep twisting until I'm done with the little flimsy root that I had. So I'm just gonna go in. I finished with the roots because the roots were really flimsy and just not working out. So it looks like this, and you can see how it's a lot much more thick now compared to how it was before. So now I'm just going to keep twisting these two together. And I don't twist all the way down just yet. I just do like a little bit. And then from there, I just put it in between the two locks like this. And then I come out and I just keep going. I'm at the end and I just have this much left. So now I'm just going to do the twist again and try my best to, you know, put the shorter end inside of the longer end so that it could be like a little bit more seamless and you can't tell that, you know, I basically just put two in one. Okay, so I pretty much finished and it looks like this. So this part here, I don't like how it's like really, it's all these ends sticking out. I don't like that. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna tighten that up. And then also I usually go back on the entire body of the lock and just tighten it just to make sure any piece that's out, I just put it back in so it looks a lot more uniformed and organized. So yeah. This is how it looks once I finished with the entire lock. All right, guys, so it's been a few days. I want to say about a week. I just wanted to let the hair marinate a little bit. It's been about a week, and I just washed it. So I want to show you guys how the combined locks look. So I combined these two right here, this one and this one. These two are combined. You can kind of see the twisting that I did. Like right here, you can kind of see it, but it's not too bad, not too bad. And I also combined this one here at the top. And then on this side, I combine this bad boy here. And as well as the one on top of it, which is here. So what I'm noticing is that you can kind of see the twist pattern that I did, and it comes off as though it is a two-strand twist that is in the process of locking, which is okay with me because I'm sure, you know, over time it'll do what it has to do. I just wanted to combine them because it was just looking really thin and just not healthy, and I just wasn't having that. It wasn't for me. So that is why I really just combined them because I just wanted to. So I did. I'll also say that these two right here, they're looking very thick. Okay, very thick compared to the rest. But I'm sure over time it'll thin out. And I just mean like, you know, it'll just take its shape because, you know, over time, you know, it does kind of get thin a little bit. So I'm sure that's what's going to happen over time, and that's okay with me. Um, Realistically, I'll probably combine some more, but I'll cross that bridge when I get there. I'm not there yet. The five that I combined were just the main problem ones for me. So I had 87 and I took out 10. So that is 77 plus 5. So now I have 82 locks. So I'm still in the 80s. It's still a pretty high amount. It's not 100. So I'm like in the mid ranges still. But honestly, you know, I'm pretty satisfied with it. Everything looks fine. You can't really tell that I did it. So that's why I really just chose that method because it just seemed the most realistic one. I didn't want to do the rubber band because I just seemed like it was just too much work, and like it's in the front of my head, so you'll be able to tell it. If it was the back, okay, but like the front, you see that first thing. So I was like, let me just do this one and just see how it goes. I'll do an update like in about 6 months or so just to see how it's holding up. But so far, so good. And that's pretty much it for this combination video. That's all. I just wanted to show you guys, you know, how it's looking after a little bit. I wanted to wait a while, not just like immediately after, but like a week or so, you know, after I wash it, everything like that. So that is pretty much it for this video. Let me know if you have any questions. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.